In the midst of this tragedy, we are hearing and seeing some remarkable stories of residents running towards those flames, risking their lives to save their neighbors.
And our team coverage continues now with Fox 5's Jamie Chambers, who spoke with several of those people who were first to respond in the moments after the crash. Jamie.
Yeah, and some of the worst moments that this community has experienced here in Santee in a blink of an eye, we saw the very best in a handful of neighbors, undeterred by the dangers that they were facing. And we spoke to Jim Schlaff about his parents while they were inside that house, and the plane took a direct hit to that house, and without their neighbors, they might not be here today.
One of the neighbors, Michael, over there, he went over there, heard my mom screaming, and broke the window, got her out of the back window, and then my stepdad was already in the backyard, so they broke the fence down to get him out.
Michael Keeling was one of the residents that ran shoeless to help, and at the time of the explosions, says none of his neighbors hesitated to put themselves in harm's way to make those rescues.
We opened it up and yelled, "Is anyone in here?" And we heard a woman yell, "My puppy, my puppy!" Like, "Ma'am, come here. We need to get you out of the house. Get you out of the house." So one of the neighbors grabbed like some decorations out of the way so she can step through, because there was like a little table, like a decoration. Moved that stuff out of the way. I grabbed her arm, helped her out of the window, brought her across the street over here. Meanwhile, still it's boom, boom. Like, I don't know if it's jet fuel or gas tanks inside the house or something. It was still booming.
My heart goes out to the people who didn't make it. It's just, it's a tragedy, and you don't even know what. I can't even. I was here yesterday or last night. We were just sitting there talking, and today there's no house.
And we were learning this evening that the booms that they were hearing, some were from the plane, but also there was ammunition in the house, so bullets were being fired off inside that house. All the while, the neighbors, undeterred, ran towards that danger, took care of their neighbors. And Michael Keeling, one of those neighbors, says he always knew his neighborhood was that kind of group. He always knew that his neighbors would step up, but he was even impressed with how much they were willing to help someone in their just most desperate and dire needs. That's very latest from Santee. Jamie Chambers, Fox 5 News.
All righty, Jamie, thank you so much. And as we just heard from Jamie, he spoke to the son of that couple in that house who told Fox 5 about the heroics of those neighbors who ran into the burning home to save his parents. He says they've been there more than 30 years and often sit right in the front room where they watch TV. And that's where that plane hit today. Today, they were in the back part of the house when it crashed.
That's just something you would see at a war zone. I mean, UPS truck, just, yeah, this is something you would see in a war zone.
Jim, all that, your parents are going to be okay. It
Yes.
sounds like bumps and bruises.
Yes, that's the best part of this is, they're able to pick up and actually have the rest of their lives. I mean, this is crazy. You don't expect a plane to even be on this path, let alone come into your house.
I have that mentality that we need to help people. That's what we do. And so I didn't hesitate. Just went and then ran over. Like I said, I have time to put on shoes. I'm like, I heard that boom. It was not normal. And then when my neighbor yelled plane crash, I'm like, there's got to be somebody hurt in plane crash. So hopefully they survive, but let's get over there. So luckily I'm still in so much shape. I play sports, so I sprinted. I mean, I was on my bare feet just taking off. So I got here pretty quick with some other neighbors. So we did what we had to do.
And we spoke with some of those neighbors who jumped into action as soon as that crash happened to help them out of the home and to safety. Both were transported to UCSD Medical Center with burns among their injuries. The family is yet to account for their small dog who was inside the home.